I can't believe GameCorp actually has its own tavern.
Yep, crazy, huh? We should visit more floors all the time.
Who wants another round of on-the-job drinks?
Ooh, I won't say no to another damsel in distress. Light on the tears this time, though.
See if they have Dragon's Brew Light. And if not, Heineken.
On it.
Whoa, fancy drinks, lads. I myself order the old Chicago tap water. Free, with a hearty buzz. Now, where was I?
You were telling us about how you got the name, Old Tom One-Eye.
A story that seemed to focus on your parents conceiving you for way too long.
And then somehow segued into complaining about how gnomes run all the banks?
Oh, and then the kobolds were taking all the good jobs or something? Here's your drinks, guys.
Thanks.
Thank you. But I think you were just telling us about some kind of gold in GameCorp's dungeon basement.
Right. There's gold in them there dungeons.
Right, yep, that's what you yelled.
It's true. Smelled it with me own nose when I came through the portal, I did. Tons of it, too.
But you can't smell gold.
Oh, boy. A dwarf's nose can smell anything. I can even smell you got yourself an iron deficiency.
Wait, is that why I sound so tired all the time?
So what, you're saying we just gotta go down and grab the gold and we're rich, just like that?
Ha! Just like that. Can you breed a griffin without shaving its ass first?
I don't know, can you?
First, you gotta navigate the cavernous labyrinth yourself. Then avoid the deadly traps scattered about. Tussle with a few cave orcs, and then maybe, if you do find it, you still need a video game pickaxe to mine it out.
Oh, that ain't so bad.
Yeah, that's actually a pretty normal day for us.
Well, a couple piss ants like yourself are welcome to try. Don't say I didn't warn you, though.
We had a whole season finale down there, and I think we can handle it.
Oh, yeah, stupid simple.
Stupid, yes, but simple. Oh, no.
Inquisitor Harold, what are you doing here?
Hitting on Middle-earth hotties, obviously. I have a thing for elven ladies who speak in the fanciful tongue.
Neat. Yeah, well, we'd love to stay and chat, but, really don't actually want to, so...
You boys are stepping into a logistical nightmare, engaging in extracurricular excavation upon company grounds, well outside your departmental jurisdiction. It's nigh impossible to do.
What? Why can't we just go down there and dig it up?
My word! Can you breed a griffin without shaving its ass first?
Why is that a thing?
First, you need financial approval from accounting. Then shipping and logistics must sanction the transportation of rare interdimensional goods. Then, the head of administration has to sign off on the whole project. And that's, well, I'll leave it to mystery, but in short, you'll never get those precious permits.
Unless what?
Unless I, Supreme Inquisitor, weaver of rules and regulations, use my power to greenlight the whole process on your behalf. That is, if you provide me with 75% of your earnings.
What? You're extorting us?
Oh, what an exquisite and melodramatic simplification of it all. Yes, my dear, that is the true heart of bureaucracy.
Well, screw that. And screw your stupid fancy law degree. We're gonna get those damn permits ourselves.
Oh, sustained! I was hoping you would say that. I do love to watch you boys struggle in futility.
Come on, guys. Let's get out of here. There's gold in them there dungeons.
There's gold in them there dungeons!
Yeah, got it, Tom. Thanks.
Hello and welcome to GameCorp, the best damn podcast this side of the video game dimension. We are your host. I am Cowboy.
I'm Jake.
And I'm JB, a.k.a. Jock and Bone.
Is that
Jock and Bone.
Jock and Bone in the heart.
Wait, is that a prophylactic? Is that what's a jock and bone?
Jock
it's
and
like,
Bone?
okay, it's a lifestyle. It's a lifestyle. You go and you work out, you get swole, you play some
Jacked.
sports. That's the
Oh,
jock.
like GTL,
You're
baby.
jocked.
Gym tan
So
laundry.
After you and the boys get jocked, then what do you do?
Yes, then you go and bone.
There you go, bone.
It's jock and bone. It's a lifestyle.
Oh, I didn't know that part of it.
It's basically the American dream. All right, in today's episode, we're taking a dive into the caverns of Hoxus 4 and talking Deep Rock Galactic.
Woo!
But that's not all, baby. We're on a walk and talk. That's right. We're on a mission for gold in them there hills.
Them
And we got a map of GameCorp. We got a list of departments we need to hit in order to get financial and logistic approval.
The beer.
Yeah, a lot
things.
of corporate
And then
red
after
tape.
this episode,
A lot of corporate red
yeah,
tape.
we're going to be rich and we'll never have to do this again. We'll never have to do this
Winning the
again.
lottery. That's what everybody
mean-
does this for.
You know,
Right,
Yeah.
No more day to day.
it is the dream, isn't it? And it looks like our first stop on the list is accounting and finance.
Cool.
And you know what? There it is, accounting and finance.
This is easier than I thought.
Let's go ahead and
Sweet.
open the door.
Tell them we're not paying the $20,000 we owe them until they pay the $10,000 they owe us.
Hey, man. Name's Jake. We're from the podcasting department. We were wondering
Ah,
if...
thank Christ, finally! You know, I've been telling management for months now that your department has been basically hemorrhaging money all over the place. I mean, half the sponsors you guys use never even end up paying, and it's like they're not even real sometimes, and you gotta cut your budget. It's like, cut it in half or like a fourth, maybe, just to keep going.
Perfect. Yeah, great idea. We're going to get right on that. In the meantime, though, we need you to just approve all this extra expenditure for this crazy mining expedition we concocted from the ravings of a drunk dwarf in the company tavern.
You what?
Yeah.
Look, guys, I don't have time for this. We've been in the middle of a financial crisis ever since the portal opened up.
What? Why?
Cause none of these damn video game dimensions use our currency.
Oh, what do they use? Euros?
All kinds of crazy shit. I got gil, zenny, money, bits, bolts, doubloons, coins, credits, bells, pokebucks, sporebucks, robux. I mean, robux isn't so bad. It's like the national currency of Russia at this point. But one of the employees insists on getting paid in bottle caps, while the other employee demands I pay them in rings.
Rough.
Plus, a client just paid us in souls. Souls! I don't know what the hell to do with souls, and I don't know what the conversion rate of USD to souls is.
I think it's like 3 to 1, I want to say.
Damn, that sucks, man. You should probably just use gems.
Gems?
Oh, yeah. Basically, like every modern video game uses gems now. And most of the time, you got to buy them with real money anyway. So,
Yeah.
Oh my god, you're right. You're right, you're a genius. Hey, Frank, we're doing gems now. Invest in gems. Thanks for the tip, guys. I owe you one.
Well, maybe just approve this form right here and we just call it even.
Yeah, deal.
All right.
Perfect. That's one down. Let's go to the next one, boys.
yeah.
Easy. We got this.
Yeah. Well, our next stop is shipping sublevel 1. So, on our way there, you know what we could do?
Play hacky sack?
No, don't guess. It's a listener question,
Oh,
baby!
okay.
Oh.
You shouldn't have
It's been
framed
a
it as a
while.
question, but yeah, listener question.
That's right. It has been a while. Maybe we messed up the email or something, but
Probably.
it's been a minute since we got like a quality listener question. And this listener question is brought to you by Hork and Pork's Keyboard Leavings, repurposing keyboard crumbs into irresistible caffeinated snack bars since 1997.
Jesus,
That's fucking
yum,
that
yum.
is the worst thing I've ever heard.
Oh, yeah. I
Okay.
mean, gross. Yeah.
God.
It's disgusting.
All right.
What was the URL again? It's so gross. I just want to be able to avoid
That's
it.
like drinking. That's like drinking sink water.
horkandporks.co
Yeah.
/ horkandporks.creedthoughts.com.
Perfect.
Okay. All right. So Eric Beckman asks, do you think,
Yes.
now dig in for this one. Do you think Rule 34 has been helpful or detrimental to the video game industry?
This is a surprisingly deep question. I looked at it like surface level and was like, boobies. And then I really started to think about it and like, how did it affect it? And I really start digging deep into it. And the more I dig, the more I unearth. And I don't know where I'm going with this, but I was just surprised.
Are you learning things about yourself right now?
I am.
Well, here, I've been thinking about it for the last 20 seconds or so in the future past. And I came up in my brain with one perfect example of how dirty pornsters on the interweb have actually kind of helped at least one IP. And come on, we're all thinking about it, right? Let's say it on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Oh,
Sonic. Wow.
Yeah. It's Sonic, right?
Yeah.
So think about it. The entire Sonic franchise, it started with, 3 or 4 or 5 fucking bangers back in the 16-bit era. The Genesis Sonic was King of the Castle. It was amazing. It was so fun. And then the devs were like, I don't fucking know what to do with this blue hedgehog. And then they made a lot of bad stuff for years, right? But people kept thinking about the old times. And then porn stars were like, let's do some nostalgia, baby. And for some weird-ass reason, Sonic became the subject of so many dirty illustrations. And some of them not even dirty, some of them just really weird.
dedicated.
Like, do you know how many pregnant Sonic images there are on the internet?
I
I counted. It's exactly 236,000. No, it's
It's a lot.
Here's a perfect example. The Sonic the Hedgehog Twitter account posted something just recently, just saying, "Hey, new Sonic game. Check this out, baby." Oh, no. It wasn't even that. It was just some weird infographic, like showing different characters and different like qualities. And they're like, "Which character are you?" Like Sonic is like bravery and stuff like that. And one is like friendship and one is like caring. And then fucking top post was somebody posting pregnant Sonic saying family.
Yeah, it's true. I think you're right on the money in that Rule 34 sort of kept Sonic in the cultural zeitgeist for much longer than it would have otherwise.
Yes.
Like that's kind of factual. Like the more I think about it, it's like, yeah, I don't think Sonic would have survived that long. Like it's a great game and it's like, but it's not Mario. Like as all those Sonic fanboys, like, yeah, I get it, but it's not Mario. It's really not.
It's not Mario.
It's also It's also quite possible that it did the same thing for Tomb Raider. Because in a weird extent, Tomb Raider may have gained tons of popularity because the Lara Croft nude code went around. And like, so everybody wanted to see it. And that's like a Rule 34ification of it. And so like that launched her into like stardom, which created the entire, movement of female protagonists in video games. So without naked Lara Croft, no Ellie from Last of Us 2.
Well, I'll counterpoint your point.
That's a point.
That is a point. I'm going to counterpoint it and say part of the reason that made Lara Croft so famous was that there was always this like, you can get her naked, right? And you try, and no matter what you do, you can't, right? Like that wasn't built in.
Right.
That wasn't an actual code. And Rule 34 did not exist yet. And people kept buying that game and doing the moves and locking the butler in the closet in order to try to get her nude. And it just never worked. And once Rule 34 came out, I never played Lara Croft Tomb Raider again.
Because you didn't need to.
Because I didn't need to. No.
I mean,
I didn't play it for other reasons. Namely, I didn't really like the game. But that's besides the point. Rule 34 came out. I stopped playing Tomb Raider.
that's how I
Coincidence? Probably.
That's how I figured out that Overwatch was a video game. And like then I played that for a while. That was really fun.
Okay, elaborate on that a little bit.
I didn't know it was a video game. I was like, wait a minute. You're telling me these digital porn stars do a video game too? They fight each other? That sounds awesome.
I can't believe they made a game out of these porn characters.
I can't believe they made a game out of these characters. Like, I mean, that's pretty bold. And the crazy thing is in the game, they don't even do anything pornographic. Like there's no reference back to the source material. They just like fight and act normal. It's crazy.
I don't know. It is high noon.
Oh yeah, that's true.
That's what it's called when my
I know.
Anyway, so
buddy.
I think that it's one of those situations like it's Batman and the Joker. Batman being
I saw that
video
picture.
Games and the Joker being Rule 34 because it's like one could not exist without the other. You know what I mean?
No, I don't think when they made Kirby, they're like, yeah, they're gonna do some nasty stuff with this little.
Without
listeners, nobody do anything to Kirby. Leave Kirby alone.
Without Rule 34, there is no Kirby. That's just how it works.
I don't believe that. I don't believe that. If we're gonna go the good and bad of this, I do have a counterpoint to it's good because for some IPs, I think it was good because it keeps them relevant. I'm gonna say that the Rule 34 culture surrounding Pokemon has been so bad. It's been bad and dirty, and I think shame on everyone for that. For ruining this wonderful, wonderful children's adventure. So I think some franchises could do without it.
I feel like it's a necessary evil, or no, an
necessary?
unstoppable. Listen, an unstoppable force is a better way to say it.
Okay.
Like you can't do anything about it. So it's you can really just justify like what good maybe it's done, but it don't matter because you ain't turning it off.
Yeah, it's quite the opposite. It turns you on.
Nobody.
There's this one example of somebody finding the ultimate magnitude of Rule 34, and some guy posted to Twitter. He's like, Rule 34 is the rule that everything on the internet has. If it exists, there exists porn of it. And he's like, well, I exist, and there's no porn of me. And guess what his replies were full of?
Porn of him.
Porn of him. And there's just tons of him like, yo, stop it. I'm going to sue you. You can't do this. And people were just blasting images of his profile picture. And you don't mess with Rule 34. It is a force of nature that cannot be stopped.
Mm-hmm.
Good, bad, it doesn't know the difference. It's like when a lion eats a gazelle. Is that good? Is that bad? He doesn't know. And he's just surviving.
Yeah, and for all the jokes, I think that's the legitimate answer, is that they exist separate of each other, and in some cases they may help, and in other cases they may hinder, and it's just overall it's a neutral wash.
Overwatch versus Kirby. One of them's great, one of them's like, could you not?
Yep.
Could you not do that to Kirby?
Well, there you have it, Mr. Beckman. Could you not do that to Kirby? That's actually the only listener question we have right now, and thanks so much for that one. And remember, y'all, send it in to us. Anything at welcometogamecorp.com, right? Listener questions at welcometogamecorp.com, right? Banana sandwich at welcometogamecorp.com. You could even DM us and stuff, like just on the Discord, anything. Send them to us. Yeah,
we set one up for every person. Like, you can go like Terry at Welcome to Gamecorp, Luke at Welcome to Gamecorp, the boss at Welcome to Game. It's all goes. We just linked it straight up, auto forward. It's probably a bad idea, but it'll go straight to them.
If you message them, we could probably have them on the show to answer it, because we can't really speak for them. So, feel free to ask some of the people who aren't technically on the show.
And on that note, would you look at that through the magic of podcasting? We're at sub-level 1, shipping and logistics.
Oh my god, it's so spooky down here. Why is it all candlelight?
Well, in the industry, we call that ambiance. Also, wow, there's a lot of loot boxes down here. It's way more than last time.
Definitely. So you two keep your shit together, all right? I can't afford you guys going off on another loot box relapse right now.
Oh, you're one to talk, Mr. I quit Rocket League for good.
Addiction is a disease, JB, all
right? What was that? Snakes?
Oh, those goblins always tell the funniest jokes about orphans.
What?
Oh, Loot Box Larry. There you are.
Podcasters. It's just Larry. Do you guys call me that behind my back?
Yeah, we do. Hey, listen, we're planning on doing a little mining in GameCorp's basement, and I guess we need your help in dealing with rare video game minerals?
Oh, yeah. The regulations on exotic interdimensional minerals is just bananas right now. Ever since the Baze Lord came over.
The Baze Lord?
Oh, yeah. He's a massive shape-shifting white dragon who hoarded all the gems and golden wealth in his dimension, and has since traveled to your dimension to do the same. But I think he goes by Jeff now.
Huh. Jeff Baze Lord. Hoards wealth.
Baze Lord.
I don't know. It doesn't ring a bell.
Yeah, no idea who that could be.
Yep. Anyways, can you help us or not?
Oh, well, I could, but I'll be way too busy today, spending it in bed with your wife.
Excuse me?
Just a little blue-collar humor there, but no, seriously, you guys are dicks. The mess you guys made opening all those loot boxes took me months to fix.
Oh my god, that was like a whole season ago. It's basically winter now.
Yeah. Well, is there any way that you would do it?
Yes. Houseplants.
Houseplants?
That's right. The air down here is awful. What with all the gas deposits and goblin farts. Bring me all the houseplants on floor 7, and I'll sign any form you need.
Really? Yeah, no problem. You got a deal.
Should we tell him the houseplants on 7 are plastic?
Nope. Okay, thanks, Larry. See you soon. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Say hi to your sexy wives for me. Oh, I'm just kidding. They're average.
What?
Hey.
Why does everybody hate us?
I don't know.
All right. Well, looks like next on our stop is administration. Huh. Who runs administration?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, me either. You know what would pass this time while we go all the way back up to floor 22?
Slinkies.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, just Slinkies. How did you guess? No, trivia, baby!
What?
Oh, that's better.
Is this like a blast from the past episode? We got listener questions. We got trivia. What is this?
We're doing all the best stuff. We're bringing it back. Best stuff, all for you listeners.
Hype Beast episode.
Oh,
all right. And let me pull this out of my pocket here.
It's the Odie episode of the year.
Is that what that means? All right. Yeah. So this round of trivia questions is brought to you by Alvin Shugu, helping Spider-Mans and perverts scale walls since the Reagan administration. Whatever that means.
Right.
All right. This round of trivia questions is brought to you by Algorithm.co, and that's the only hint I'm giving you. All right, let's go ahead and hear your buzzers.
Waka, 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 waka.
Okay.
That's Cubert.
Buzz.
We got Waka Waka and Buzz. Yep, that's right. And I have a lot of trivia questions. We're going to go fast. All right, guys? No
Lightning
thinking.
round.
Buzz in and give me an answer. Are you guys ready?
Am I allowed to
yes.
buzz in early? Yeah, buzz.
Stop
No.
thinking, cowboy.
Okay.
No.
Sorry.
Don't buzz in early.
Oh.
Don't buzz in early. You're not going to want to, okay?
Okay.
All right. Here we go. And trivia question.
Hell yeah.
How many times a day does the average human poop in a day?
Waka waka waka.
Buzz.
Cowboy.
3.
How did you know?
I didn't.
That can't be right. Who is fucking up the bell curve? Is it you, Shake?
Apparently-
Are you fucking up the bell curve?
I poop 3 times a day like the average person, according to Algorithm.co.
I took my average and added 3 because I knew that I was low.
0. Yeah,
I average like 0.5 a day.
Well, apparently the average person poops 3 times a day. Let us know, listeners, if you poop 3 times a day. Trivia question. In what state was fried chicken invented?
Buzz.
Waka waka waka. Oh.
JB.
Kentucky?
No state. It was made in Scotland.
That's not a state.
Trivia question. What is the average size of a gorilla's butt?
Waka waka waka.
Cowboy.
A metric buttload.
19 inches wide. No, sir.
I
Some of
was
these
gonna
might be
say.
real. I have no idea. Trivia question. What odd job did the father of William Shakespeare often perform?
Buzz.
JB.
He was a clown for parties.
Incorrect.
Dang it.
Cowboy, buzz in.
Waka waka waka. He polished brass handles.
Incorrect. Drinking beer. Trivia question. Who is the weirdest thing to win the Nobel Prize?
Buzz.
Waka,
A
waka,
woman.
waka?
Oh.
Oh, what? No. No.
I don't know why I said that. You told me
Why
not to
did you
think.
say that?
That was my father speaking. That's not me. That's not me.
That's my fault.
I thought
Cowboy.
I was thinking Algrim was sexist. I don't know.
Who is the weirdest thing to win the Nobel Prize?
Waka waka. Nobel himself.
No. The answer is liquid cats. Trivia question.
That's what's going on.
How many miles is New Zealand's 90-mile beach?
Buzz.
Waka waka waka.
Ooh, Cowboy.
1,000,000?
No.
90 miles.
No, absolutely not. It's 55 miles long. I don't know if that's real or not.
It is
Trivia
real.
question. How do lobsters communicate?
Buzz.
Waka waka.
Oh, JB.
Body language.
No.
Waka waka. Cell phones.
No, absolutely not. With their urine. Trivia question.
That
How
might
do
actually be
lobsters
true.
communicate?
Buzz.
Waka waka.
JB.
Body language.
No.
Waka waka. With their urine.
No, absolutely not. With their bladders. It was on the,
Damn it.
it was on the website twice with 2 different answers. I don't know. Trivia question. About how many pounds of skin does the average person lose in a given year?
Buzz.
Waka waka.
Ooh, JB.
7.
No.
Yeah.
Waka waka.
Yeah.
50%.
Absolutely not. 628 pounds of skin.
No.
A year.
No. No.
No. That's three.
that's
That's
2
like
to
4 people.
Yeah, that's like 2 to 3 pounds a day.
That's a whole bus of toddlers.
That can't be right. That
You guys
can't
don't
be
shed
right.
your entire body and grow from an exoskeleton? No?
Whoever wrote that is a lizard person, and Alex Jones was right. Like, that's all I gotta say.
All right. Trivia question. What did the former Soviet Union theaters allow to play?
Waka waka.
Cowboy.
Football.
No.
Buzz.
Yeah.
Pac-Man.
No, it's the Grapes of Wrath. Trivia question about how many minutes of silence exists in the Twilight movies?
Buzz.
Waka waka.
Go, JB.
About 30 minutes.
Ooh, we're gonna take who's closest. We're gonna take who's closest.
Waka waka.
Cowboy.
An hour 20. No,
Actually,
that's
you're
way
both
too much.
wrong. You're both wrong because the answer is exactly 26 minutes of silence.
Oh.
Trivia question. What's the purpose of goosebumps on humans?
Buzz.
Waka waka.
Oh, JB.
I don't know.
All right, and
That's
Cowboy.
true. He doesn't know.
That
He
was the
doesn't
answer.
know. 1 point to JB. All right, Cowboy.
Waka waka is the to frighten predators.
Holy shit. 2 points for Cowboy.
I got
it. Trivia question. What can you do that's faster than a cheetah?
Buzz.
What?
Yeah.
Be a human.
No.
Become disappointed in myself.
No, it's sneeze. Trivia question.
Oh, I knew that.
How old is Pluto?
She just sneezed really slowly.
How
What?
old is Pluto, the planet?
He's at least 21. Waka waka.
Do you hear
Buzz.
my air quotes? Yeah.
Like a lot? Like real old?
Answer, it isn't even 1 year old. The final question for tonight.
Oh,
How
'cause
much?
its orbit is so far. Okay, go ahead.
The final question for Outcome.co Trivia Night is, how much does elephant dung normally weigh?
Waka waka.
Cowboy.
It normally weighs 6 toddlers worth.
Buzz.
Yeah.
I think an elephant dung weighs at least as much skin as I shed in a year. So I'm going to say
600.
like 700 pounds.
Because they shit a whole human.
At
When
least,
they eat them.
right?
You know what? I got to say, JB is the closest. So 1 point to JB. It's 2-2 in tonight's final
Wait, what was the
trivia
answer?
question. The answer is about 3,837 kilograms,
How?
Of shit?
which is like 8,459 pounds. That's the average elephant dung poop. About 8,000
No.
pounds of poop every time. Every time they're
Every-
pooping there 3
every
times
poop.
a day, like every other human.
My scale must be
8,000
broken.
pounds of poop. And congratulations to you both. It's our first tie in trivia history.
Whoa.
Wow.
Do you know what you guys win?
What?
A good hug from each other. Go ahead,
Oh.
bring it in.
Oh,
Just bring it in.
we have to?
Yep,
Okay.
All right.
just bring it in.
Hey.
Make it count.
Yeah? What did we do to make it count?
Make it count.
That's
Okay.
weird.
I'm sorry.
Everybody silence. Look.
Hmm?
Is that? Yes. Yes, it is. We have finally arrived.
You don't have to do that. You can just tell the listeners. Listeners, we're at the admin building now.
It's called show don't telling. It's better for the show if I tell them like that.
It's still just telling.
Yeah, but it's fancy telling.
Let's just get this done.
Wow, what a shiny brass handle. So smooth to the touch.
Oh my god, he's opening the door,
Hmm.
listeners.
Come on, let me do my thing.
Ugh.
Hello? We're looking for the head of administration.
What an extravagant office! A gasp! What mysterious figure doth lie beyond the obscurations
You're
of that
doing a voice now.
leather-bound furnishings?
He's saying that we can't see who's sitting at the desk because the chair's all turned around.
Stop it!
I've been expecting you, podcasters.
Oh,
God,
Oh, you're the
really?
worst.
Damn
Boo!
Boo!
No!
Boo this man.
You're the head of administration?
Obviously, you didn't think I was employed here simply to be a punching bag for your verbal abuse, did you?
Well, it's just like, you really don't seem like you could be the head of anything.
Yeah, maybe more like the butt of something.
Yeah.
Like the butt of administration?
The butt of-
I can see that.
Yeah.
That's a title.
So
yeah, I
good.
can see that. He's a butt.
You have no power here, podcasters. You are in my domain. And I believe you have come to do some begging.
Ugh. Fine. Yesman, could you please not suck so hard today and, like, I don't know, approve our project?
Yeah, like, we're begging you. Don't be a complete total dick today.
Yeah.
Like, choose not to be lame and sign our form, please.
Could you guys just give me the satisfaction of winning for once?
Whatever, Yesman. All right, fine. We're so desperate. Please approve our plans. Please, we're at your mercy. Wah. Can we just get this over with, dude?
How perfectly pathetic groveling. It makes this all the more satisfying.
Uh-huh.
I declare your project approved.
Yeah, well, you and the rest of those corporate fat cats can stick... Wait, what?
Approved? Wait, why aren't you rejecting us right now?
Rejecting you would be such a small, sweet victory itself, but I'm thinking about the long game.
Gross.
Which is?
Sending you into the dungeon could either spell your very demise, or it could shower you in riches beyond your dreams. Either way, I will never see you again. Everything's coming up, Yesman.
Oh,
Yeah,
Huh.
thanks, I guess.
okay.
Don't thank me. Just die.
Yeah, okay, will do. See you later, Yesman. You still suck, dude.
Yeah, you suck.
Yep, later. You suck, thanks.
Bye. God, they always ruin it.
Sweet. That was kind of easy.
Easy
Yeah.
peasy.
Check another one off the list.
Looks like we just got to go to R&D and get ourselves a video game pickaxe, and we're rich, baby.
Yeah, let's do it.
Hell yeah.
And while we go, you know what it's time for?
What?
It's time for Ask the Interns. That's right. Hell yeah. This is the segment where your hard work turns into our content. Last episode, we announced Night of the Living podcast as our intern of the 2-week period between episode releases. Who's going to be the next? Well, let's find out. Ask the Interns is brought to you by Rock and Stone Band. The hit game you know and love just got stoned. And rocked as well. It also got rocked. Hook up your rock and stone shaped controllers and get down to the beat of pickaxe hitting rock and stone. Yes, and the controllers are also pickaxe shaped. Music? Well, you don't need that. You just need rock and stone. That's the sweetest music of all. Now with Day 1 Flamethrower DLC. Rock and Stone Band. It's Rock and Stone, donkey.
You know, the problem with that is there's only really like one type of music you swing while swinging pickaxes at rocks.
What kind's that?
What kind is that, cowboy?
Never mind.
Last episode, we asked you, what Super Smash Bro would you like to Super Smash, bro? Or sis or non-binary sibling? We're starting out with Alessandro from Starter Quest Podcast, who said, "We fit trainer. I want to see how flexible she is."
My goodness. I'm also I want to point out real quick, because as far as I know, they were the only one brave enough to broadcast that out into the world. I know it was a saucy question.
It was.
Hats off to you, man.
Yeah, absolutely. And Nutrageous King, a.k.a. Metroid Mike, says Donkey Kong has a conky dong.
Oh, boy.
But probably Samus. So,
by the way, I'm checking these all off for Rule 34.
Yeah.
Seen it.
Conky dong.
I've seen that conky dong.
How ridiculous. And we got Blunt Life, a.k.a. Tom from Bad Elephant Gaming, who says Kirby, because they're unmatched in sucking power.
Oh my
Leave Kirby alone.
And the added potential of maybe being able to transform into something even more smashable, depending on what is inhaled.
Oh.
You know what Kirby
this
can
was
inhale?
A mistake.
Oh, yeah. Okay, Toxic Waste Slime Liquor, a.k.a. Producer Becca. We need to get her a different name. Producer Becca from Bad Elephant Gaming says Bayonetta, obviously. But also Ken. How you dookin'?
Nice. Obviously.
Yeah, also obviously. We have 19 Crimes Nikolai, who agrees with producer Becca, saying the only acceptable answer is Bayonetta, right?
Of course.
It's a pretty good answer. And then last but not least, of course, we got Luminous Butt Bucket, a.k.a. Siege from 1H1D Podcast, who says the Pyra Mithra combo because 2 for the price of 1, you know?
He's got to have his anime waifus.
Yeah, you got to do it. Got to do it.
Those waifus.
And before we move on to announce the winner, I just want to say, Jake, what's up with Piranha Plant?
What? No, you said it was anonymous.
You put your name right on that. Signed,
you said it was
Jake.
I feel that
Jake couldn't help it. He was overcome with the desire
all
for Piranha Plant.
All I'm saying is I watched Little Shop of Horrors a lot. Okay, in the 80s.
My gosh.
And all I'm saying is it's just a plant. And I mean,
Yeah, save
use
me,
your imagination.
Seymour. Yeah, I get it.
I don't feel so bad for Jigglypuff now.
I feel like I gotta take a shower.
And the winner of this episode's intern of the 2-week period between episode releases is Blunt Life, a.k.a. Tom, with Kirby. Congratulations.
Woo!
Yeah!
No, you said you wouldn't.
I say a lot of
You
things.
said you guys would switch your answers.
I say a lot of things, Cowboy.
Nah.
Tom is the winner.
Hey!
Oh.
He is
Sorry,
super
Kirby.
smashable, and he suck like nobody's business.
Oh, I'm about to change
He's
my answer.
adorable.
This was a gross question with an appropriately gross winner.
Yeah, that's very true.
Okay, I was offended the most, so okay, he wins. He hit me where it hurts.
In your Kirby?
Right in my curve. Right.
And in this episode's Ask the Intern, we ask you, what sucks in real life but rocks in a game? And remember, the best answer will be chosen as the intern of the 2-week period between episode releases.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
And it's favorite answer, so it could be funniest, cleverest, maybe blandest if we like it that much.
Yeah, we don't
Just
have
wow.
like a hard criteria. We just look at it and go, I like that one.
We go, that one.
We picked that one.
That one's got
beside I said beside the Heens. Little beside the Heens action there.
Yep,
just
beside the
what we
Heens,
like.
indeed.
Is that Arabic? What was that?
Baja Salad.
Baja
Assalamu
salad.
alaikum.
That's a Baja. Yeah, that's Baja Salad. Yeah.
You just said Baja salad. Baja salad.
Walaikum salam.
Oh, shit.
Oh, hey, there's the sign for R&D. Wait, it stands for Research and Destroy?
Weird. Let's check it out.
Whoa, this lab is neat.
yeah.
Very sci-fi. Who's in charge here?
Oh, hey, podcasters. How's it hanging?
Sup, Professor L? It's hanging.
Oh, nice. Okay. What are you guys doing here?
You know, it's the funniest thing. We're actually on a mission to get rich.
Mm-hmm.
And, do you know who runs this place, by the way?
Well, yeah, you're looking at him.
What? You? How?
Well, I was just wandering from floor to floor as usual when I saw this place and all of its high-tech lab equipment. And I was just like a Pikachu in a rare candy store, let me tell you.
And so they hired you?
Well, no, not technically. They came in and they found me doing my thing, splicing genetics, mixing chemicals, just disrupting the general balance of nature. And then they tried to tell me to leave. But I simply just established my dominance by yelling at them really loudly.
And that worked?
Oh, well, of course. I mean, that's really just the way it goes in the science community. It's all machismo. Do you hear me, you weak science nerds? I'm in charge. I am in charge.
Well, I'm happy for you, dude,
Gotta
but
keep them in line.
yeah, we need someone who actually works for GameCorp.
Oh, I didn't even get to the best part. I am actually an employee now. Yeah, Yesman found out that I was basically wandering here homeless, and he was nice enough to hire me on the spot and let me live in this lab. He really is such a cool dude.
Yes, man.
But he sucks, dude.
What? No, he's actually really nice. And he's a great friend. We hang out on the weekends now.
Really?
Yeah, we got a lot in common, we found out. We even take our dogs to the same dog park. Well, legally mine's not a dog, but I mean, that's besides the point.
Okay, anyways, can you get us some mining equipment for excavating video game gold?
Oh, okay, quite possibly. Here, come with me. Let me show you a few things that I've been working on.
Oh, cool.
Okay, so over here, this is my latest invention. I call it hot ice. It's ice cubes, but they're hot. Yeah, in case you want your drink to be hot and not cold.
How's that even possible?
Technically, I had to borrow a patch of space from a dimension with different laws of physics. So it really only works in this 5-foot area we're standing in. Which we should probably not stand here too long because our blood is heating up as we speak.
Oh,
what?
geez,
What the hell, dude?
Oh, it's fine, you big babies. All right. Follow me. I will show you this invention right here. I call them moaning sneakers.
What is moaning sneakers?
Well, they're like light-up sketchers, but whenever you take a step, instead of lighting up, it does this.
Why on earth would you want to make these?
Well, actually, it was commissioned by somebody in the company. But I am not at liberty to say who, though.
Terry.
It's Terry.
You don't know. Just follow me. I got another invention to show you.
Yep, just a second. I'll be right there.
Jimmy, take those off.
Fine.
Jesus.
Okay. My next invention, introducing toilet spiders.
That's not a good name no matter what it does, man.
Well, I'm glad you asked. They sit under the rim of the bowl and are genetically engineered to ingest biological waste. You just flush the toilet like this. And hundreds of these bad boys will begin crawling all over your body.
Jesus, no, they're crawling on me.
Why?
They're all over me, dude!
Get them off! Oh, okay, fine, you big babies. You just flush again and it recalls them. You know, you guys are really opposed to scientific progress.
Professor Leviathan, those are fucking gross, and this doesn't help us. We need actual mining gear, like drills and pickaxes and stuff, man.
Oh, that's that kind of mining equipment. Well, sure, just give me like 30 minutes and I'll make something up for you. No sweat.
But if you do sweat, would it go faster?
All right, well, while the professor makes us some hopefully non-sexual equipment that isn't spiders, let's go ahead and take a word from our sponsors. But when we return, get ready for some Rock and Stone!
Rock and Stone!
Rolling Stone!
Rock and Stone in the heart.
Rock and Stones. Rocks and
Rock
Stones.
and Stone!
Yeah, why are we shouting that?
Come on down to Bobby's Cosmic Cafeteria, located on Space Rig 17, 260 miles above the surface of Hax's 4. We got so many specials that Bubba and Sis will be hollering, ooh-wee, till the cows come home. Folks are in a fit to try out our new slow-roasted Gliffin brisket, served with that signature Bobby brand barbecue sauce to add that perfect tang to your meal. Starting today, our new Gliffin brisket is also included in our family-sized bug meat bucket, which comes with 3 different savory cuts of Gliffin goodness, including that tri-jaw tri-tip, that delicious melt-in-your-mouth pulled Praetorian, and more. The bug meat bucket also comes with your choice of over 400 sides to stuff your face with, including our signature buckaroo baked beans and cornbread. If that somehow wasn't enough calories to satiate your omnipresent hunger, we've got chocolate space cakes so good you'll be slapping your knee and... Oh, wait, I see you! Oh, I see you, you little bastard! Take that! Take that! Oh, they're everywhere! Oh, Bobby's gonna gun your buggy asses down here! Oh, I'll barbecue you! I'll barbecue you! I'll substitute, goddammit! Yee-haw! Oh, Bobby's back in business, baby! Woohoo!
Only these 2 words can capture the pure essence of the game that we are about to discuss. And those 2 words are Rock and Stone. Deep Rock Galactic has everything a young gamer winding down from a hard day of picking blood diamonds out of the deadly mines of South Africa could possibly want. It's got sassy dwarves with quips, zingers, jabs, and one-liners, with an endless selection of beards and a fully stocked bar run by a robot bartender. Oh, and did I mention it's in motherfucking space? For each mission, you and 3 of your beer-belly buddies launch yourselves down into a newly generated mineral-rich caves and caverns, infested with enough alien bugs to make Starship Troopers look like Starship Poopers. Well, actually, that's not true, but it does have a lot of bugs. Waves of which that you'll be fighting in a frantic Left 4 Dead swarm-style frenzy between the oddly peaceful sessions of Minecraft-esque mineral gathering and exploration, before you suddenly need to race back to the getaway ship with a full cargo bot while the nasty bugs chew on your teammates' faces because they fell in holes that they dug themselves. Nothing says true friendship like leaving your buddies behind because they did something dumb.
All right, my dwarves, let's talk about Deep Rock Galactic. And if you didn't get it in that very hot and steamy pre-roll, baby, to explain the game to you, if you're familiar with other games, think it's a really fun version of Left 4 Dead, right? And if you don't understand that reference, this game is primarily a 4-person procedurally generated collectathon where you shoot big bugs. You go into spooky, crazy caverns, you have a lot of cool weapons, and while you're trying to collect your mineral of the day, you get attacked by all sorts of big spooky bad guys and you have to survive. And honestly, that's kind of surface level. That's it with this game. But I guess you could explain Left 4 Dead in the same amount of words, right? But let's talk about why this game is so fun and so special and so cool.
Well, here's the thing with these games. The thing that makes it so special, it's weird because the gameplay is so fun and mindless. But like Left 4 Dead, it's the set dressing. It's all the little things. Because the thing I remember most from Left 4 Dead is the characters and stuff, and the levels and the voice lines and the quips, all these things that get stuck in your head. And Deep Rock Galactic does that so well. I forget the name of this game all the damn time. Because you know what I call it?
Rock and Stone.
Rock and Stone.
Rock and Stone.
Which, if you've never played it, there's a dedicated button for them to yell that, to cheer it while raising their pickaxes in different variations. And it's just so hype. That's the only word for it. You just love it. You get into that frat mentality, and you feel like a dwarf. And it's just the set dressing on this game. It's a charming ass game.
Yep.
It
There's
really
a lot of
is.
games where you can spam sort of voice lines or things like that, and it gets old real fast, like real fast. And in this one, we played for hours. Like, I think total, we put like 12 hours into this game or something crazy.
Together.
And just together, not counting the times we played solo. And I was spamming it pretty much the whole time, and it never got old. Anytime I heard Rockin' Stone, I hit V, I yelled Rockin' Stone. And even near, like, hours later, we were getting some of the rarer Rockin' Stone lines. Like, it's on a rotation, but I think there's some rare ones. See if you can collect them all.
And the voice acting is supreme on the lines. I love hearing them. Like, every line in this game, no matter where it's in the base or out fighting, it's so well done. It's so fun.
That's a good thing you just brought up, the bass. I think the bass is just, it's neat. It's one of the best ways like a hub base has ever been implemented in gaming. And it's for such like a game that you wouldn't look twice at, really. But the way everything is explorable, everything is interactable. There's little mini games and secrets and robot bartenders that you can tip. You can get some beer and turn on a jukebox and do a dance. Like, there's just so much. And I'm barely, like, that might seem like I just labeled everything, but there's even more than that. Like, it's crazy. There's just so much to do just in the little hub world that we would often be sitting there, like, just in the hub world for longer than we were actually playing the game. It was kind of crazy.
Yeah, absolutely. And to use a word that I don't normally use, I could say that this game is downright charming in a way. So with other, like, I don't know what style of game you even call this. Like, it's slipping my mind right now. But other 4-player crazy swarm games where it's 4 dudes against the world, like with zombies, or like in Vermintide when you're fighting rat monsters and stuff like that. It's always so grim. It's always so grim. You're surviving. You're on the edge. You're fighting hordes of monstrosities and things like that. Deep Rock Galactic is the same style of game, but it's so positive. It's weird to say, but it's so positive. The base is bright and it's funny and there's jokes everywhere and your guys do dance. And when you're screaming Rockin' Stone, it's not war cries. It's just cries of jubilation.
Yeah.
The devs love this game, and it shows in the work that they put into this game. And even when you're out in the missions and mining and stuff, it gets chaotic with the monsters and stuff like that, but the rest of it, perfect example, you get like little robot companions. And the dwarves that you play are constantly talking to them. They're calling out to them. They have pet names for them. You have Molly the mule, which you dump your resources in. You have Bosco the drone that helps you with stuff. They even have names for the big drillers and stuff like that.
Which Molly the mule isn't anything like a mule. It's a fucking box with spider legs. But they call it the mule and everything. And you kind of feel for Molly. Like, you're going and you're like, where's Molly? And it's like, you're like, oh, it's catch up, Molly. You don't get left behind. I miss you, Molly.
Yeah. Yeah. The whole vibe to this game is just genuinely positive.
Yeah, it's camaraderie.
It's camaraderie. Yeah, it's positive and it looks good. And the dwarves in the game, I mean, they like their job and they love doing it together and stuff like that. And it really rubs off. And I feel like you kind of just have a happier time playing this game, a more fun time. Not to say Left 4 Dead isn't fun.
It's true.
Yeah.
I feel like this game does something really well that a lot of games don't. It makes you really feel like a dwarf. Like, every time I saw gold in their hills, I would go, hey, there's gold. And I would rush over there and get it because the devs did such a great job at balancing everything and making it so every resource that you gather can be used in some way. Yeah. So you go out and you gather some gold, you gather some morkite, you gather some different things, and some of them are used inside the actual map. So like you can call down supplies or do whatever you want there. And then also there's like meta progression outside of the actual missions where you can upgrade your gear. It can be cosmetic. It could be actual upgrades to your abilities. Well, go ahead.
And can I focus in on something that you talked about, like the gameplay aspect, the rhythm? We've been comparing this to Vermintide and Left 4 Dead, which they all use the same rhythm. It is frenzy swarms, madness, screaming, yelling, and then you get your breather, right? And for Left 4 Dead and Vermintide, that breather is just relaxing. You don't really do anything. You kind of wander, you maybe find this or that. But Deep Rock Galactic balances that breather moment with like that Minecraft joy of searching the caverns for minerals and being like, oh, there's a fossil, there's a mushroom, oh, there's some supply mineral I need, there's gold. And it's really oddly peaceful. It's not just a breather. You jump back into this tranquil, just kind of, I feel like I'm playing Stardew Valley or something for half this game, and I feel like I'm going to die for the other half.
And that's exactly how I picture what dwarves would do, right? They come down, they start strip mining. Oh, we're being attacked. Everybody to arms. And they go and they murder their enemies and their bloodlust rages. And then they just go right back to work. And they're like, oh, look, I got some diamonds and some rubies. You know, that's dwarves.
Blood-covered axes on their shoulders. They begin going back to whistling as they kind of like go back to the
and that's
mining.
Exactly what this game is all about. Like they did so well. And I know we've been praising the devs a lot, but I want to praise them a little bit more because there was something we noticed when we started playing this game. So Cowboy and I had this game for a while. But when we decided to play it for the podcast, Jake bought it. And he was asking like, hey, do I need to buy these DLCs? Like, what's going on? And we were like, you don't have to. Like, they're all cosmetic. Like, everything is cosmetic. The only things you can buy with real money are cosmetic. Like, you can't. Yeah. And it's even like their season pass. Like, you can't spend money. At least I didn't see a way. Like,
no, you can't. You can't. Not to step on your point. I wanted to praise them on the season pass, but please continue.
No, go for it, because that was basically my point. Is like, you can't. If I wanted to give them money, I don't know how. Like that's
there's supporter packs. It's like a few bucks, and you get new skins for your dwarves, and you can make them look fun and stuff like that. These developers are so fucking benevolent, and it's such a breath of fresh air in today's industry. When I saw that this game had a season pass, I recoiled. I'm like, oh, good. Another one where you have to pay for it and ceaselessly grind and miss out on shit. No, the season pass for this isn't a true season pass. You work on it and it levels up and it gives you rewards at each level. Like a season pass, like every season pass. But 1, it's free. 2, it does not lock you out of all the gains. At the end of their season, which again, they use it as more of a theme for the time playing. Because like right now it's like Oktoberfest and stuff. Yeah. At the end of a season, when it's all done, all of the unlockable cosmetics and things like that, which in a normal season pass game you miss out on, see you later, fuck you, it all becomes available to the player afterwards. So it gives it to you as just like, hey, work on this right now and it's something to gain. But, you know, when our season's over, you can unlock it normally. You're not going to miss out. And it's such a nice, refreshing way to do it. I think it's the only like right way to do it.
Yeah, I think it's the right way to do it if you're not trying to drain every cent out of your customers as you can. Yeah. Like if you're thinking of the people playing your game as people who really enjoy the work you do, you're going to do stuff like what these devs did. And if you see the people who play your game as, you know, idiots who are spending their money and nonsense and like that's when you end up with EA and all that kind of stuff. So
there's not a predatory bone. There's not a predatory bone in this game's body.
Yeah,
and it's so refreshing.
It's not devs sticking around to provide a live service game for the point of money. It's devs sticking around and adding new content because they fucking love the game. And you can tell. Yeah. What did we drink? We were in the beer hall, and they have awesome beer steins with fucking sausage in them. And your guy picks up the beer stein, swirls the beer with his sausage, and eats it. And we were just like, oh, that's nasty. But also, that's really cool that they put in that animation. Like, and you'll only do that shit if you care about the game. You're like adding funny stuff, adding like charming, clever, cute stuff. Like, you got to have a passion to do that shit. You know, you got to not be EA.
Yep.
Fuck EA.
Now, we've talked a lot about what's good in this game. Is there anything that you would think of that you would do differently if you were making it, or things that you didn't like very much?
Well, I mean, it's not a perfect game, but like I wouldn't know how to do it better.
I personally wouldn't know either. It does so many things right, and it's so non-predatory, and it celebrates itself. It's funny. It was a refreshing take on this because, like, again, to bring up another game in this genre, when we played Vermintide 2. It was fun, but it got old fast.
Yeah.
Like every level was intense and grim, and you do the same things over and over. Deep Rock Galactic has procedural generation in a good way. Every time you go down into a cavern in the different biomes, sure, it's got the same paint, different biome and whatnot, but every cavern's different. And the swarms are different, and the missions you're doing are different. It mixes it up so well, and it's so good. If I had one criticism at all for this, when you play games like Vermintide or Left 4 Dead, the special units that get attacked, not just the regular swarms or regular buggies, but the big bad ones with special abilities that can do extra things to you and stuff like that, they never felt as threatening to me as they did.
Yeah.
Like the specials in the like other games, like Vermintide. Whenever a big bad gets called onto the battlefield, your butt puckers, and you're like, oh my god, oh no. In Deep Rock Galactic, when there's swarms and there's specials coming and things like that, you see it and you're like, I'm just gonna rocket launcher that thing to death. We'll just shoot that with a shotgun. It's fine.
Yep, I don't think I ever died to one of the big bosses. I only died to the little guys.
You die in the swarms. Yeah, you die in the swarms. So their specials were never as threatening, which I guess, it's inherently a negative. But on the flip side, they have so many different kinds of specials.
And
it's not just a few very threatening, terrible, scary ones. It's not just a few. The game kept hitting us with new types of enemies throughout our entirety playing together. And that was actually super surprising.
That's true.
Which, this is a game, theoretically, as a grindy game, you could play for, hundreds and thousands of hours. So maybe that wears off for core players. But for us, early into the game, it was all fresh. Yeah. New mission types. Fucking did a crazy one where we had to have a giant machine barrel through the walls, a giant drilling machine that we rode on top of, barreled through walls, and eventually found this like crazy glowing magma egg that we had to defend it while it mined into it. All this shit was really cool and fresh constantly.
It was really cool.
But so we're talking bad. There is gameplay flaws that I can talk about. I love this game, but I can see them kind of inherent to it, which for me, it's cavernous, tons of space in all directions, which means your enemies approach from all angles, which kind of can make it confusing and chaotic. Because Left 4 Dead, you usually plant yourself in a hallway, boom, they all come, you just blast at the faces till they're dead. This one was a lot of search and destroy. I'm like, okay, where are they? I have 360 degrees of like angles they could be coming from. And so usually I was only shooting them when they were fucking biting my toes. And I'm like, there you are. You got to me. And on top of that, the flora and stuff and the insane amount of darkness can make it really hard to figure out where these guys are and where they're coming from. They don't really light up. They lurch out of the darkness. And so a lot of times I really was just like, I don't know where anything is. I'm just going to blast when I see them. But
that is true. It is very surprising. It's you don't see the zombie swarm or the zombie horde in the parking lot nearby, and you can plan for it. It is very much mine your Morkite until the swarm is on you.
Mm-hmm. Well, and then also the idea that you don't really notice them till they're nipping on your toes. You kind of turn around and go like, oh, you're biting me. Kill them. Oh, you're biting me. It's not like, oh my God, incoming, hundreds of them right in front of me. It's just kind of like you got a fucking poodle nipping at your heels. That's how I felt.
It's a fair criticism. It really is.
Now, let's talk about, because we talked about like mission variety and the different enemies that you go across, but it's not just those that are varied. You also get varied characters you can choose from. So I kind of wanted to talk about like what characters we chose, why, did we have fun with them, that sort of thing.
They have cool gadgets, yeah. Like I end up doing the gunner. I have the minigun. I'm on defense, as I am in all games. And he has a zip line deployer, so that if things get hairy, we all jump on the zip line and fly to a safer spot. He has a shield that he throws out. And so I'm always like the protector role, and that was perfect for me. So it's a really cool class. And JB, what'd you play as?
The first thing I chose was Scout back when I played a while ago, because I was like, Scout, that's fast, that moves quick, that's me. But I didn't really like it that much. The kit wasn't that great. And then I switched to the Driller. And the Driller was great because not only could I move fast, I could move fast through walls. I bust out these megaton drills and just drill straight towards where I'm going. Like, because there was a song back in the day, the fastest way between 2 points is a straight line or something.
That's a philosophical.
That was a song?
Well, yeah, I think by like
that's a math thing. It's not a song.
But it's also by like Leanne Rimes or something. So
Pythagorean theorem.
Yeah, Leanne Rimes, Pythagoras. So I I just love the fact that I could look at my map and be like, okay, where do I need to go? Here, I point that direction and I drill. And I just drill and don't stop until I'm there. And there's so many points where I would just like, people would be like, hey, where's JB? Where is he? And I just pop right out of a wall right next to you.
Bust out of a wall.
I swear to God, he waited behind the walls, just like listening to the mics and like, okay, when they gonna say it? Now. And he would pop out the wall. It was always too perfect.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm just the Kool-Aid man busting through.
You know what the reason was? If anybody knows JB in this podcast, the lead W key. And when you give him something that lets him lead W key through walls, no restrictions, no borders, he went insane.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's a no-brainer.
Yeah, absolutely.
The character that I played was the engineer. It's a dwarf that has turrets. So you lay down turrets and you build them up. He also has a shotgun and a grenade launcher. And he has a platform gun that you can throw down on the floor if you need to drop down and not hurt yourself, or create actual platforms for some fun cavernous platforming. And I really enjoyed the turrets, man. I enjoyed the turrets. I enjoyed the grenade launcher. I'm calling it rocket launcher. It's interchangeable.
Yeah.
I had a pretty good time with it. I do feel like that my character didn't have as much mobility as the other ones, because I only got a platform gun, but I sure did love those turrets.
You did use that platform gun pretty well. There was one moment where I was about to fall to my death, and Jake just like 360 no scope throws a platform right under my feet.
Fucking caught him.
Saved my life. It was unbelievable. It was an epic gamer moment.
Yeah. There's a lot of cool things like that, because with my zip lines, we had a mission where I was putting them everywhere. And so we ended up doing a lot of like spy stuff where we would drop from one zip line to the other to change direction and go a different way. Like, it was neat. We were just trapezing through the air like we were fucking Circus Olay.
Yep, that was a lot of fun. And those are just like your base skills that you get. There's a whole upgrade path that we got like not even close to halfway through. There's just so much you can upgrade.
That's true.
The way I was building my character was anytime I got nipped by a poodle, I would do more melee damage, and they would take damage from hitting me. So I was just like a front line, drill into the front of everybody. They attack me, and then I turn around and punch them.
Oh yeah, I would even say we're understating this. The amount of upgrades and longevity of this is a lot. You can upgrade all pieces of your pickaxe. You have perk points to upgrade passive skills for your guy. You have you upgrade your weapons, you upgrade your equipment, and we didn't even unlock some of the higher tier shit. Assignment boards, forges.
Some of it we didn't even get to touch.
We couldn't. You can put hours into this game if you feel like it. If you want something that's long standing, it's like it's got it.
Yeah. All right, guys. You've heard a lot about how we feel about Deep Rock Galactic. But I want to cap this love sesh off with just a little vote. I probably know what we're all going to vote, but let's make it final. And it's simple too. Let's just vote. Do you recommend Deep Rock Galactic to the masses and wish that they would drop everything they're doing and play it right now? And I'll go first. Yes.
And I'll go third. Cowboy, you go next.
I'll go next. I'm going to say yes for multiple reasons. It's a fun, grindy game. It's got a lot of stuff people can want, and I want to support these devs. I want to see them make more stuff. So for that reason, too.
And I'm going to say, sure.
Definitively.
Yeah, just a 100%. Why not?
Well, there you have it, guys. Deep Rock Galactic. Rock and stone, baby!
Rock and in the heart.
All right, boys. I'm all done here. I got your equipment. So here you go. Pickaxe for you.
Thanks.
And then mining drill for you.
Hell yeah.
And then you get the C4. Oh, neat. Okay. Now don't stay down there too long.
Huh? Wait, why?
Because then you'll have been down there for too long. Laugh at my jokes, you weak scientist nerds. Whatever.
Dudes, check this out. We actually did it, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did it. It was long and it was grueling and it was probably barely worth it. But hey, man, we got through corporate bureaucracy all on our own.
Yeah, and if we can take on that, we can take on anything.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. You know what? Let's go mine us some video game gold so we can live the rest of our lives as fucking kings.
I only got one thing to say to that, guys. Rock and stone.
Oh, rock and stone.
Roll and stone.
For those about to rock and stone, we salute
rock
you.
And stone forever.
Oh, look at that. A rock and a stone.
God. Oh, my back.
That sucks so bad. We were down there for hours.
We didn't see a single shred of gold.
Yeah, we didn't even find any copper or silver or anything. Actually.
Yeah, there was nothing down there but a rock and stone, and not even good way. I hate rock and stone now.
Yeah, I don't want to.
You know, when I find Old Tom One Eye, he's gonna be Old Tom Black Eye. I tell you.
Yeah. Oh, wait a minute. That's him right there.
Oh, hey, yeah. Dude, let's get him.
Get him.
Hey,
Can't walk.
Tom, we got a bone to
got
pick
the
with you,
rickets.
buddy.
Yeah, more like gonna pick your bones clean, because we're gonna kill you and eat the body.
Well,
No, we're not.
I'm not doing that.
Come on, just once.
No.
Hey, what is the meaning of this? Why are you harassing my patient?
What? Patient? Wait, what are you talking about, Terry?
Yeah, you're not a doctor. No, but I am a licensed psychiatrist.
What? I never knew that.
'Cause you never asked. But yes, growing up being visited by so very many, I developed an aptitude for it and dreamed of being one someday. And thanks to the online universities of Cambodia, I finally got my license for it. Did you mean Cambodia? I said what I said.
That's weird. Okay, but that doesn't change the fact that old Tom One Eye here lied to us.
Tom? This man's name is Gerald.
What?
But he said his name was Old Tom One Eye and that there was gold under the caves at GameCorp.
Yeah.
There's gold in them there caves.
Hush, Gerald. You're in enough trouble as it is. You see, Gerald here is unfortunately an escapee from GameCorp's mental asylum, to which I am promptly returning him.
Oh, dagnabbit.
You shush.
GameCorp has a mental asylum?
Oh, yeah, big time. A lot of people work themselves crazy in this place. It's actually the best way to retire. You get your whole 401k tax-free. I can't wait.
So wait, he's not actually Tom One Eye?
Nope, it's a fake eye patch. Look, he's got... Oh, damn it, Gerald, where's your eye?
I lost it in the war. On drugs.
Okay, well, he poked it out. But he's definitely Gerald. Everyone in the office knows that.
Everyone? Oh, damn it.
Okay, so there was never any gold and we did all that stupid work for nothing?
Well, did you learn anything about friendship along the way?
No.
Then yeah, all for nothing. Sucks to be you. Well, come on, Gerald, let's get you back to your foam-padded penthouse suite.
You know the devil sells Bitcoin in Tennessee? It's the greatest trick he ever pulled.
Well, that's our show, everybody. As always, I'd like to thank Metroid Mike for the use of our theme song, I Can't Break, off of the album Heart of the Juggernaut. It's on Spotify. It's on Bandcamp. Buy it. Buy it. He needs the money. His son has ripped an interdimensional portal, and they need all the energy reserves that they can to keep it open so he can fly away safe to Neptune. And always, thanks to Iki Danny for the artwork. It's beautiful. We use it everywhere. If you see the cover, it is there. And also, thank you, Tom from Bad Elephant Gaming, for that beautiful, beautiful answer. You intern of the 2-week period.
Yeah, absolutely. And thank you so much for coming in and answering questions and asking us questions. Remember, you can do that. It's been a while. But go ahead and you can send us emails. You can reach out to us on Twitter. Get in our Discord. You can get your very own gas station nickname. What?
And I, Cowboy, want to thank you so much for listening. You're listening right now. I know you are, so thank you for doing that. If you're on Spotify, which you probably are based on our metrics, go ahead and jump back a page, scroll up to the top, and there is a star button. Click that. Give us 5 stars. Give us 4 + 1, 3 + 2. It doesn't matter. It's all the same. And then do not forget while you're listening to stay for the post-credits sequence. Yes, we have those. We're not a movie, but fucking stay for it. And then I need you to get the fuck out of here.
Good night, everybody!
Good night.
Or morning.
Hasta mañana.
Woo! We rockin'
Give me an
stone.
absolutely beautiful post-credit.
Well, do you know what show that I've been watching lately?
Don't tell me. The Office?
Oh my god, how did you just know me so well?
It's because you're always quoting shows you're watching.
Oh, of course. I am obsessed with it. It is so funny. Yeah, it's almost like Our Office, but just the craziest stuff happens in it, I tell you.
Yes, and you're totally a gem.
A gym? No, you're just messing with me. You're flattering me. I feel like I'm more of a Creed.
That's true. I can see that.
You know, the boss is a total Michael Scott.
Oh my god. Okay, what do you think Terry is?
Meredith, what about Kevin?
I can tell you right now, Kevin, that's Loot Box Larry.
Oh my god,
He's
that's totally
so
a Kevin.
slow.
That's right.
Okay, what about, let's do a hard one. What about the podcasters, those guys?
Podcasters. Toby, all 3 of them.
You are so bad. That is so mean. I love it. We are just some chatty Cathys, I tell you.
Yes, we are. Oh, and by the way, Charlene's 6th birthday is Sunday. As a godfather, you have to come.
For you, buddy? Anything. I am there.
Thanks. Now let's get back to drowning these puppies.
Oh, yeah, let's. Here we go.